Jonathan here. I just want to talk to y'all for just a few minutes. I haven't done a video in a while. I figured I'd do one here for just a few minutes. I want to talk to y'all about satanic people and the world we're living in. And then, y'all hear about it, what has been going on in these restaurants. People working on these restaurants, they have the hepatitis A and being unclean and spreading their germs around and all that. And you hear about it, and then that makes you very afraid to go to any kind of restaurants, to have any kind of lunch or anything like that. And I've not been trusting it right there. I've been skipping lunch and just been going hungry because I don't really trust it. I'd rather watch somebody make my food and be right in front of them, watch them make my food, wear gloves, wash your hands, wear gloves, and be clean about making my food. I'm just, I can't really put, right now from what I'm in here, and I can't put all my trust into just let somebody in the back, me not knowing what they're doing, making my food. I mean, we live in a time where there's a lot of satanic people, and we have to use wisdom and be wise, and just try to use common sense and know that there's satanic people out there that are willingly trying to make you sick. I don't know if they're mad at the world and they're sick and they're trying to make everybody else sick or what, but that ain't right. But we live in a world where stuff like that happens. And you know what happens. I mean, how many times have you been in Walmart or any kind of store? You go to the bathroom, right? And and then you're at the sink washing your hands and all that. And then you dry your hands, and the person that come out of the stall while you're washing your hands out there just walk right by you, go about their business, not stopping at the sink washing their hands. And some of them exact same people be making your food. Some of them exact same people right there that are be cooking your food and preparing your food at these restaurants. Not wearing any gloves, and they're touching the lettuce, they're touching the tomatoes, they're touching the bread, and touching the meat, the fries. They'll be touching all over your food. You don't know where their hands been. When they're in the bathroom right there, you don't have no idea where their hands been. They just walk right past the sink right there, not washing them. You gotta be real careful. A lot of people's been getting sick. And it's over stuff like that. Uncleanness. That's disgusting. And so we just gotta use wisdom. We gotta be careful, and we gotta just have that deep connection with God and pray daily. Be spiritual, and just use common sense. I mean, you don't want to end up getting sick or having kind of disease over some satanic person handling your food and them not being clean, not washing their hands, and they're touching all over your food and they have some kind of disease. You don't want that. I mean, I'm telling you this from the heart. I don't want nobody getting sick or anybody having some kind of disease over some satanic person just purposely passing that stuff around. And I've been stopped eating out. Since I hear about that, unless I'm there watching the person prepare my food, making sure they wash their hands, wear the gloves, and be clean about making my food. Other than that, I don't trust it because I don't know where their hands been. You know, I've been stopped going to the drive-thru to get my meals. If I walk inside a restaurant right there, I want to watch whoever's making my food. I want to watch them prepare my food, make sure they wash their hands, make sure they're wearing gloves. You know, making sure they're cooking my food and they're handling it the right way. Because we live in a time where we have to be careful, use wisdom against Satan's satanic people out there that are trying to poison us and trying to give us diseases. And a lot of it, I think, is the agenda out there, trying to get us sick. Trying to get us sick to go to the doctor, to get us relying on these medicines, medications, to put into our bodies to poison us, to get our bodies relying on these medicines, just so the pharmaceutical companies can make their money. They don't care about your health; they care about making their money. Let's be honest. Let's be 100%. You know, the doctors, the pharmacists, the pharmaceutical companies. You know, they don't care about you. They're out making their money. You got to use wisdom, be smart, use common sense, and know that there are people out there that are willingly just trying to destroy your health, and that you know, the Bible talks about fasting, right? Fasting is a real good method of cleaning out your body, and you know, water fasting and all that good stuff like that. And from what I've been reading up and all the stuff I've been trying to find out, just internet reading, and what I come up with out there, the Bible talks about, you know, fasting and all that stuff like that. And from what I'm hearing about, that the cancer cells in your body, after it goes without food so long, the cancer cells in your body can't survive. And then they die out, and then it's actually, you know, fasting's actually good for your body. Now, I'm not saying that you go a very long period of time without eating, you know, because that's also very unhealthy, but long enough to cleanse your body is fine. Because y'all got to consider too your blood sugar dropping, and you know, your health can also, you know, if you go a long period of time, that can also be unhealthy. But I believe you can go a week, no problem, with just water fasting. I've heard people doing it, you know, and not hurt them one bit. You know, they do just fine with it. You know, but you know, if you're a diabetic, on the other hand, that might be an issue. So we just gotta be real careful with it and do your research on it, and you know, read more about it there, and just don't get into a point where you're gonna make a unhealthy decision, and then, you know, your blood sugar dropping, and there you go, you know. But you know, I just want to touch up on a subject right there, dealing with satanic people right there, and that you reap what you sow. If you're out there purposely trying to hurt God's people, you're trying to hurt people in general, just to purposely make them sick, and just purposely out of meanness, you reap what you sow. Alright? You sow good, you get good. If you reap evil, you're gonna get evil back. That's just how it goes. Alright, now if you purposely trying to hurt God's people right there, I mean, that's about the same, you know, about the same as taking a stone, put it around your neck, cast yourself into the lake. When you try to hurt God's people, you might as well just do that, because you're just hurting yourself. because God's people have got a protective hedge around them. God's people, has protection, and it is not wise to try to harm God's people. And just want to touch up on this message and give you all, just what I think about it, my opinion, and just use wisdom, be wise. I don't want nobody getting sick. If you decide to go to a restaurant or whatever, be careful who makes your food. Try to choose a restaurant where you can watch these people make your food. Make sure they wash their hands. Make sure they wear their gloves, and be clean about making your food, because you get some satanic evil person in there making your food right there, and they're sick and they got a disease, and they go to the bathroom and come out and not wash their hands and not wearing any gloves, and they're touching all over your food, preparing your food and stuff like that, and they hand it to you, and you get sick from it. I'd rather rather tell you that be careful out there, because I don't want nobody getting sick. There's crazy satanic people out there, and just be wise, use common sense. Y'all, I'm just spreading this message out of love. Y'all be cool. Y'all be blessed in the Lord, and y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. God bless. See you.